Hey everybody, how's it going? Today I wanted to say thank you to everyone that watches this channel from the bottom of my heart for some of the help that you've provided in helping me move forward a cause that really matters to me. This industry is an industry that allowed me a path to financial and economic independence and security during a very unstable economic time in our country, in our culture. And I want this to be available to as many people as humanly possible going forward. And I don't like how people's freedom to be able to repair the devices they own or say that they own the devices they own has been going away over the past 2 to 3 decades in our country. And there are opportunities that I've had over the past several months that I could have only dreamed of 10 years ago, or honestly, even 1 year ago. And the reason that I'm able to pursue these opportunities was because of all of you. So earlier this year, I did a GoFundMe fundraiser for a 501c4 organization called Repair Preservation Group Action Fund. I wanted to either do a direct ballot initiative or when the amount that I raised was not enough for that, do lobbying so that we at least had some chance of being heard in legislative chambers around the country. And that is something that we have been moving forward on. We want to really hit the ground running before the session starts in many different states, and we are doing that. In Illinois, we have hit the ground running. In Maryland, the ink is drying on an agreement. In Georgia, the ink is drying on an agreement. In Missouri, we have hit the ground running. And in Washington, we have not hired a lobbyist, but granted to an organization that is hiring a lobbyist plus doing a lot of their own organizing and activism. And they have actually gotten some good stuff done so far. I can't give specifics at this point in time because I don't want to give the opposition an opportunity to know exactly where they should be poking, but I just wanted to update you and let you know where the progress has been in what areas. That's from the 501c4. Now with the 501c3, Repair Preservation Group, this is separate from the organization that did a GoFundMe fundraiser. This is a C3, so you are very limited in being able to lobby with these funds. I'm not focusing on lobbying with those funds. I'm more focused on education, more broad-based education to get more people to understand what right to repair is. There is an unfortunate reality right now, which is that right to repair, when you go to any YouTube comment section, any news article, anything, it's associated with me, a brash, loudmouth, unlikable New York City asshole. And you may disagree, but many people agree with this. When you go to the Apples of the world, you'll see people say it's frustrating that a legitimate cause is marred by Rossmann's abrasiveness. I am frustrated that my name has been marred by the lack of a second N, but I digress. There should be more people, more organizations speaking out on this and educating people. Not lobbying, not saying you need to vote for this, vote this way, I want you to vote like this, but rather explaining to people, here is what right to repair is about, here is how right to repair can affect consumers, here's how right to repair affects small business, here's how right to repair affects landfills, e-waste, climate change, and all of that stuff. People as a whole, in my experience, they don't often vote or purchase products based on specific facts or specific policies. They're going to decide whether they like you or not. If they like you, they lean in and they listen to what you have to say. If they don't like you, they're like, and they're very skeptical, and they look for reasons to be skeptical about what you have to say. I've noticed in life that most of your success is going to be with talking to an individual is going to be determined in that first 15 or 30 seconds that you meet them in that first impression. If they like you and they lean in, they will look for reasons to reinforce their decision to lean in and listen to you. And if they dislike you, they're going to go, and they're going to look for reasons, look for facts, look for information that reinforces their decision to be skeptical of everything you have to say. Which is why I think it's incredibly important that the people educating the public, educating the people around you, educating companies, educating other organizations on what right to repair is, should be a diverse coalition of people outside of one brash New York City asshole with a semi-unprofessional YouTube channel and a Christmas tree that he hasn't taken down in 2 years. That is going to be very important. Regardless of what you think of me, regardless of whether you think I'm a great advocate or a bad advocate, I think we can all agree that a more diverse coalition of different types of people from different walks of life that come to right to repair and view it from a different perspective, all coming together to try and educate people on what this is about, cannot be a bad thing. So the 501c3 has been working with someone to process and accept and overview grant applications for educating people on what right to repair is. How are they going to use the money? How are they going to educate people? What have they been doing so far? So that it's more than just me talking about it, but rather it's other groups. So that someone out there who's like, I would support this cause, but I don't like that asshole, may actually hear about it from somebody that they know, that they trust, that they believe, that they care about, so that they're more likely to lean in and look for reasons to reinforce their decision to lean in and listen to that person rather than go, and look for reasons to reinforce their decision to be skeptical. That's something that we're doing with the C3, and we have hit the ground running with that, and I am very happy to see how that's going. And we've also been contributing to projects like this Repair Wiki. As I've always said, this is an industry of people that have always believed that we can't share anything. If we share information with other people on how to actually fix things, then we'll all be out of business. As if that ever happens in the car and business or automotive or just about anything else. So this is pages from the Repair Wiki for the iPhone 7. We are going to get a lot more pages like this, and we're going to be finding a lot more people to contribute. But as you can see, I want you to just take a look at this page and look at how detailed this is. So you have a problem on the left and then the potential solutions on the right. Look at this. Look at this. This is beautiful. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is amazing stuff. This is really high quality. And I would like to continue to find and commission people to post to this wiki so that there is more information like this available for more popular and common products, the types of popular and common products that tend to wind up in landfills and garbage dumps and in recycling centers that are useless. I believe that the more people that know how to repair things, the less junk there'll be out there. But the more people that actually experience the success of a successful repair or the happiness of a successful repair, the more people out there that are going to support right to repair. We're going to move right to repair forward by getting more people invested in it. And more people will be invested in it if they have success with repairs that they otherwise would not have had success with. And stuff like this is really a great move forward in this. And I wanted to say thank you very much to Jesse Cruz for the work that he put into this one particular article, and we will be looking to get many more contributed to this wiki. So I really just wanted to say thank you and give you guys a quick update on what's going on. I am going to be speaking with particular lobbyists on things I can share, things I probably shouldn't share, because again, certain things I can share, certain things I share, and I'm giving away my strategy to my opposition who can watch my channel and then, get ahead of me. And one of the things I've learned over the past 7 years of doing this is that we're always behind. We show up and speak to politicians a couple of days before there's a public hearing, or we think that we're going to change people's minds on the hearing date, when in reality, every lobbyist has gotten every single one of these senators and assembly people to have their minds made up long before that. And I really want to start working on this so that long before there's a public hearing that we have put together a coalition of people that can agree on this basic concept so that, I'm not, I'm not trying to quit smoking when I'm 80 after I get stage 4 cancer. I'm not trying to vaccinate myself from COVID once I'm on a ventilator kind of thing. I really want to for once be ahead. But I'm going to be sharing quite a bit more with you as we move forward and move along. But I really just had to say this thank you to all of you for making this possible. If it wasn't for that one 7-figure donation to the C3 from one very, very generous, very successful individual, and all of your small donations to the 501c4, where I'm actually allowed to do things like lobbying that I can't do out of the C3, none of this would have been possible. This is going to be an amazing couple of years for Right to Repair. We have a lot planned, and there are many other people working on this other than me, so that if I get sidetracked by a colonoscopy from New York State, it doesn't negatively affect the work that's being done towards this cause. And I really just wanted to reassure all of you that in spite of anything that winds up going on with my business or me personally, that the work that is being done, the advocacy that is being done, the activism that's being done, the lobbying that's being done is not going to stop simply because there's something that occurs that might distract me. Thank you very much for everything you've done. And as always, I hope you learned something. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye now.